Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be doing another sneak peek on my map and what I've been working on. I've already shown off these traders that I made before, so nothing interesting here. What I've been working on lately is the bot programming. And the first thing you gotta do when you program bot is go up here and select the bot you want to program. Then select the module you want to program for, since each bot contains several modules. The whole idea is that each module has their own set of variables. Now, since this is a test module, I have a lot of variables here. I can set a variable to be a type I want. So maybe I want the position variable and whatnot. This you can't really do much with variables yet. It isn't fully implemented. You can also set which event the modules should react to. So basically the main is the one that runs for this thread all the time, and the other ones are things that run when certain things happen. So if this one is the main for thread 1, I set it to low priority. I could go to this one, and I could set it to be hit by enemy fire on thread 1, and then I could set it to be a higher priority than the main one, which would then make this one start to run, but whenever I get hit by enemy fire, this module will start running. Alright, that's easy enough. The cool stuff I've added is I've actually done module programming. It's based on a trigger editor, so it's all done with keyboard shortcuts. For Control W to add a new action, you'll see the actions appear here. I can add if then else, Control A to accept it, and if then else appears here in the window. I can use WSAD to scroll around. There's no limitations on the scrolling, so you can actually scroll everything out of view, but you can hit home to return to the start of the code. All my code elements are not hard-coded. This means that this if object, it contains 3 following other objects. These are root nodes, and this is an end node, what I specify them as. And it contains 1 parameter, which is a compare object. As you can see here, when I click it, I can change its parameter. I currently have 2 compare objects, one for booleans. Okay. If I hit Control A, you'll see it change to compare boolean values. And I can go back to compare reals. The compare object itself has 4 parameters, as you can see here. This is a compare real, so it first has 1 real parameter. I can select any real value I want. It then has a constant, which is a comparison thing, so I can select, for instance, less than or equal or whatever I want. Another real, and finally an and or object. And the and or object has 1 parameter, which is another compare object. So basically you can keep linking together as many as you want after each other. But let's just, if I wipe this one empty, it will wipe all. There are some features that are not so nice. You can't really remove one in the middle. But the cool thing about this is that I could go here and I can take arithmetic real, for instance. I hit Control A, and I get, this is the new parameter I put in here, and the parameter it has. So I could take get shields of self. This is a parameter of get shields, it's a unit. Plus, you can also change this to whatever. Plus get hit points, for instance, of self. So here we have if the shields plus the hit points of self is less than, and I don't currently have, you can't currently enter a value here, but you would be able to set a value here, for instance, whatever, 100. And you can start adding on more. Obviously, there will be way more real values in the real programming language. I just haven't added so many yet because I'm still working on it. And you can go in here and add, for instance, a usability, set which ability you should use, and so on. And yeah, this language it's pretty dynamic. It's really, I've programmed it so it should be impossible to make syntax errors. since you can't change anything to a value that shouldn't fit there. So if I remove this, the entire arithmetic goes away. And yeah, you can nest as much as you want. It doesn't have any restrictions. The way I do this is I have obviously a description element for all my node types, an array with records that describe all these different, this compare object, which parameters it has, and all these parameter types are described as separate objects, and it's just linked together. And then I have linked list of nodes, which is basically it links in two directions, down for rows and to the right for columns. So this if links to this element and this element, and in turn this element links to the next one, and so on. And then I just loop through them and draw them, basically. It's fairly simple, the theory behind it, but it's kind of hard to do in the Galaxy editor because debugging tools are hell. Anyway, I rambled on long enough. I don't want to make this video over 10 minutes. I just want to show off what I'm working on. I hope to have a playable version of my map with actual working programming sometime in the next phase of the beta. Alright, that's all for now.